coming on. I'm sorting that. Shit. My beautiful wife. Very lovely today, you look. Nice Sunday dinner. We watched The Wizard of Oz, didn't we?
Yeah, we've watched The Wizard of Oz.
Absolutely brilliant.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Hello there, everyone. Can you hear us? No, it's 13 coming. We'll get about 25 there. Because we know you're going to be there, guys.
Can you hear us?
20 Bravo. Okay, mate. Aussie. Hello, Aussie, mate.
Hiya.
24, going up. Going up. Okay, Stamp. Hello, mate.
Hi, Brian. How are
Damien
you?
Wells. Hello. Ryan
Doing good.
Hepton. Hello, mate. Irish fighter.
Hi.
Hiya, mate. You okay, son? KK. Hello. Don Mango.
Hey, Don.
Hello, Don. My favourite friend. Noel Patton. Hope the Irish is that.
Hi, Brian. I hope you're feeling better, mate. He'll update us all shortly on what's happening with that.
Yeah, Sean Middleton. We're okay, mate. Yeah. EBK General. Okay, mate.
Yeah.
We're looking very good. Thank you very much. Wish I could look as good as my wife. Chin. Top of the evening to you. Got loads of Irish on. Well, we're originally from there, but my family's anyway.
I'll do.
We look a bit white on this camera today.
I know. Look a little bit. Let's get back on the sunbed.
I know.
Don, we're just glad you're back.
Paul Bree, Coatbridge. That's where I'm from. Just down the road from Langley, as you know. The locks up there are beautiful. And from Townhead, I was born in St Alexander's Hospital. It's not there now. My mum used to work at the Rainbow Cafe for all the older ones who remember it.
Hiya, Graham.
Let me.
Hiya, Tommy. Hiya, Gordon, Anna.
Oh, God. Well, there's one of my brothers there. Gordon, he's from Coatbridge. All right, Gordon, how's your mum, mate? I hope she's okay. I love you a bit. We can't wait to see you again.
Yeah.
Great guy he is. Absolutely brilliant lad.
You're about due a visit, aren't you?
He is about due a visit.
I'm McKenna. See you about 25 years ago in the big market around 30 years ago. You were some size massive firm.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a big market, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you
That'll
very
be
much.
when you got to see the Ernie, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was great fun up there with any joke. Obviously, Sunderland was a city compared to our little town, and Newcastle the cities. There's a lot more people there, so a lot more trouble, the better fighters, because there's more. But, yeah, I just go up there and help Ernie out, and he used to come and help me out here. We had good times, me and Ernie, really good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so a lot of people are asking about Brian's recovery.
Yes, what's happened is my hand's gone back over a bit. Instead of it being straightened right out, it's gone back a bit. So I've had a tear, but they never told me. Only found out recently when they did the operation. They've had a, what tear was it called?
Right, so when he was having the actual operation, he suffered a dual tear under C5, which is where the surgeons caught it with a scalpel.
Which he caught as a spinal cord, which is about as thick. The spinal cord's about as thick as that, and he's cut it, and he's had to sew it with hair as thin, with stitches as thin as your hair, and glue it. But to be truthful, he should have told me, because you're not supposed to do anything for 9 days. He had me doing exercises after the operation, and really I shouldn't be doing anything.
Didn't tell us anything about it. We only found out after I found the discharge.
It was Emma when I got the discharge, when I took my toothbrush and all that stuff. She found a piece of paper at the very bottom of the bag, and it said in there with the injury. But when I asked after the injury, how did the operation go, which you'd expect, even when you go to a garage, how did the MOT go? Well, everything went perfect, but your brakes need doing or whatever. They said to me, everything's gone brilliant. The surgery's brilliant. You couldn't wish for a better surgery. Mm-hmm. And then they said they were going to get me in the James Cook rehabilitation. That hasn't come off. So just been left. I've gone back a little bit. Emma's boosted me all the time, keeping me going. Matty Chair has been helping. Teddy Dick goes abroad, he's poorly, he's been falling. Chrissy Foster's been a brother to me, same as David Ashton, Rob Holloway. Ben Spann, the anti-knife campaign. We're going to be doing another one with Ben later on. We did one because he's doing brilliant helping bring the knife crime down. So we're doing that. I think we're having Tony Turner come next week.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
Because he was doing a job the other week, and he said, And he was a bit bored. He said, "What's your 50 best films?" So I give him about 150, and everyone he loved them all. He said, "They're all my favourite films." So we've got so much in common, me and Tony.
So you'll probably end up watching movies.
Yeah, so we watching movies. But he's a great guy, and I can't wait to meet him because he's been in our camp from day one as well. Lovely man. And Big Joe Egan, as you all know, if he's missed the show, we did Joe last week.
Yeah.
I just finished this. And Joe, what a lovely man. So funny, so honest. We had Phil Taylor as well the week before. He's a lovely man. He's coming up with Mr. Taylor, the man you're 180. Get up here and see him as the cockerel. He's coming to see me. Lovely man, Phil, and his wife and his grandson. We get on with them really well. Just down to earth, lads, same as Joe. Lovely people.
I'm playing Steve, who I was talking to us. He said he's up in the dock for 2 assaults on police on Wednesday, but got video footage showing them beating me, and it shows them choking him on the floor. Oh, we sad to you about that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Have you got a good solicitor and stuff?
Yeah, get a decent solicitor and try and, wherever it was, see if you can get any footage of any videos or anybody in the area. You've got the footage there. You obviously, you're allowed to protect yourself no matter who it is. If somebody's throwing punches at you,
especially choking, it's like
if somebody's trying to hurt you, you've got to protect yourself. Yeah.
Do you know Gary Mack?
Not sure with that.
Name rings a bell.
Does ring a bell, yeah.
Tony's waiting to visit Whitby, isn't he? Yes, we're going to take him to Whitby.
Yes, Tony. Yeah, is that Tony on there?
It's his friend.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah, he's going to Whitby with us. That's where Dracula went, you know. in the book, it was called Bram Stoker written it, and he came from Transylvania to Whitby. So I'm going to give him the guide there. I'm not going to show him where Dracula lives, though, in case he puts the bite on him. He's a great lad there, Tony. Absolutely. He was celebrity dog, and he knows what everybody down in London. They all know him, and no one has a bad word to say about Tony Turner. He's a great guy.
Yeah. Sorry, I've not been on for a while. Hope you're both good. Bye, Emma. You're back on the membrane. And stay blessed and stay strong.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Emma, does Brian realise how much people love and respect him, even from Liverpool? Oh, that's lovely. I don't think he does realise.
You know what? Some of you guys, I'm not shy to say it. You've had me in tears when I've come off here because of the lovely comments and the nice, kind words.
That's really lovely to say.
People saying, "No, you've got my one lad who was suffering from depression." We talked to him. He ended up getting a scholarship with the Year Award and won a scholarship at college just because we helped him. But we just love helping people. We just, in our heart, we feel like
it's lovely to hear things like that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
because you've been a little bit frustrated and a little bit down, haven't you, with this?
Well, me being like, you all know me. I've trained all my life, 44 years. I think it's 43 years. Whatever. Trained since I was 13, and to not be able to train and not be able to do what I do and wash the windows and have a ride out in the car. And just sitting laid on the bed all day, nearly every day. I look forward to you guys because you like my family. We are my family. I class this as a family YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I think we can all help each other. I think in the world at the moment, there's just too much hate and horrible things going on. When we come in here, we can forget about all that and just try and help each other.
Yeah, we are looking at doing merchandise, so that can't be asked.
Yeah,
that's if you've got any,
it's in the pipeline now.
If you've got any ideas, let us know.
Yeah.
Did you have dealings with Gary Mack over a car?
Not sure.
The name's not ringing a bell. I think you met that many people.
There's that many Macks and all. I've got loads of Macks.
Emma, have you had lip filler? Yeah, and I love it. I need some more, actually.
You're not getting any more, so do you? I'll just punch in the lips. I always
had big lips anyway, but I like them bigger. So that's the answer to that question. Yeah. But I love them. Hi guys, have you got any stories about South Shields back in the day?
South Shields. I was in jail with a lad called Billy Cruthers from there. He was a lovely lad. I can't remember the gang, the boss gang they were called. They're all a little bit younger than me, all like 22, 23, 24. About 30 of them in the jail. We were on D wing.
Yeah.
And we were on D wing, and Billy was on that wing with us. He was a really good lad. I think he got a lot of jail. Me and Monkey Lions were on there. And Mr. Mack was on the screw. But I had to pull run the wing because he was from Stockton, Mr. Max. So it was a good time we had in there. You just say anything in my life. If you do the crime, you've got to do the. If you do the time, you've got to. If you do the crime, you've got to do the time. And I did my time, and you just got to get on with it. Once you're in there, you just get on with people, and that's the best way to do jail. It's always kicking off with screws and all that crap. Just get on with your jail. Yeah.
Plain Steve said he's got a good solicitor and going to take it to Crown. So many lies and statements which can prove.
Well, you can.
Daughter filmed
Well, I've been up quite a few times for police assault and things, and that's I'm not proud of it, but I represent myself against 50, I think it was 12 police, and 11 of them made one statement, and the last one made a mess of it and told a pack of lies, and I won the case. It was only at the magistrate, and I got it kicked out, but it's called inconsistency of statements. Their statements aren't fully on, then you can get it kicked.
Mark Sinclair, at least you're on the stemmer about it for that.
Oh, yeah. Why do you want some days?
You should get some men are getting it now, you know.
Yeah.
I could do with some weight training, vest would ride the taxman on it. That sounds good.
Yeah, we could do that, yeah.
Aidan, John Fellon, thank you so much for donating £5 there. That's absolutely lovely. Aidan. Thank you so much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, it just helps keep us up and running, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, well, as you know, guys, we've had fuel. We've got the new mic. We've got. Somebody said get a white light with a circle. Well, that's what's behind us. We've got the computer, and we've got another camera on top, and we've got another camera off another lad. Paul from Darlington.
Yes, he's brought this from, so we haven't used it yet.
We haven't used it, Paul.
Brian hasn't been out.
Yeah. But we'll use that as well, but we've got all the stuff needed out, just maybe a couple of other gadgets to get, but we can't afford the super duper stuff. But as long as we can get through to you, you can see us, we can hear you.
Yeah.
We're happy.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, just communicating with each other.
And we've got a new with the issues with some of the streams. We had with you all saying that the streams were a bit strange sometimes. We've got rid of Virgin and we've got BT coming this week, so
it's costing a few more quid, but it's better because the one we had only got us about 30 to 35, whatever it's called. Megabyte or the power. This one's up to 40 to 50, so we should be able to stream a lot easier now. I couldn't do it as well. Emma, I wouldn't have looked. I'd end up throwing it through the window. I would.
Yeah. Oh, bless you, Frederick. Good for Dracula. You was not in with me in them days, Brian. You would have probably taxed him.
Give us your blood.
I want your blood.
Yeah, I want your blood.
Emma, glasses on. Glasses on.
Yeah.
Please, yeah.
Get your glasses on. You know what, guys? You're right. I'm 10 out of 10 for you all. Get your glasses on.
You know what? They're here as well.
Get your glasses on. What makes you that look like? Let's have a look.
You might look like Bill Taylor.
Yeah, hold on. Bloody hell, it's Clark Kent. up and away. Oh, yeah, get these off me. Can't see a thing. Yeah.
So.
Now you all know I'm Superman. You give it away now.
That I can see better now. Right. Thank you. Let me get them on.
How you donate somebody, Christopher Swindle, how you donate or something.
Christopher who?
Christopher Swindle at the bottom.
But what you do, Christopher, to donate, I think there's a $sign just underneath the chat, and you can do it by that, I think. Or Alan, could you explain to Christopher how to do any donations?
He's our technical team, Alan.
And then we have like a PayPal, don't we? As well?
Yeah, he's the one he's from Liverpool, AJReviewsFilms. Check him out because he's a great guy. He's a scouser. I don't hold that against him. A lot of lads I know from Liverpool, good lads. Just wind him up. But yeah, he's a good kid and he knows a lot about the computer.
Hey, that's a good idea because I'd get mine free, Frederick.
Oh, don't talk about Botox.
Brian, get a Botox and fillers and Emma's lip fillers. Brian, get onto it and Taxman's fillers, lady.
Taxman fills it in. Yeah. Years ago, I'd have been taxing that, wouldn't I have? You know how much money they make? Well, you know, some people are making 10 grand a week on it. I don't know where she lives. Yeah.
Cheers, Emma. Hope you are good. Thank you, Lee Bishop. You have been anti-track. Someone's trying to track us. It's just flashed up there. We're being tracked.
Yeah. We know who that is. We know exactly who that is.
All right.
Lunatic.
How did the hospital visit go the other day, Brian? Sorry if you already talked about it.
What happened is I got to the hospital. I've been getting blown up in my stomach at the side here. It's a bit like people who know lactic acid when you train it blows up. So when I'm walking, it's swelling up. I don't know if it's water retention or whatever it's happening. So we went in to see them. So it looked like I was 6 months pregnant. And I couldn't walk for even a couple of feet. So we went back to see them. We waited 4 hours, sorry. They said, oh, you could wait maybe 5 hours. We waited 4.5 hours, and they said, oh, you could have to wait up to another 9 hours. So we couldn't stay. So what we done, we got my bloods done. The blood pressure was perfect. It was actually really, really good, my blood pressure. The temperature was good. It was just the pain. So they referred us back to the spinal specialist, Dr. Bartier, on the 10th of next month at North Tees, because we had to go to the cook, because we were our friends around the corner from us. So they couldn't do nothing, and we couldn't do nothing. But the only good thing was, it was going, all right, there's the taxman, all the people were in the things when all security guards said, oh, Brian, remember I helped you get out of jail, he said. Won't tell you what he done. He did with my mate from over that way. Another nice kid from there.
Brian, I'm up north on Wednesday for 3 days. Any chance to come pop and get a picture? Yeah, of course.
Well, of course you can, mate. Just give us a time. The day, the time, the day before, and what time we'll be in.
I think that's really a good idea about this Frederick Kate. I think you've got the best idea in the world. I'd get mine all done for nothing. I'd have it all done. They'd be filling me and botoxing me every day.
Behave yourself, yeah.
Brian, who was your hardest fight?
Hardest fight? I tell you, hardest fight. I had a hard fight with Dave Garside. Can't deny that. He had 44 fights. Professional boxer, 6 foot 2.5, 18.5 stone. I had the fight with him, but what really he was getting the better of me in the fight. I put him down 3 times. I had him in a headlock, and I was choking him on the floor outside the Eclipse nightclub. It was a rave club, but I'd had 20 odd ecstasy tablets. I'd been out 2 days, so he waited for me going down. I was actually Stephen and Michael Sayers that day, and Robbie Armstrong. Robbie said, "Get yourself home. You're knackered. You'll get home." So he took a liberty, really. So I went back 10 weeks later, and the second fight I nailed it. But that was a hard fight. But the hardest punch was Lee Duffy's. But I was hit on the slide when he hit me. When I took the punch, I got the better of the fight. But ended up making friends, and obviously the legend Lee Duffy and Brian Cockrell came on. But there's another story I'm going to tell you next week, but we're putting it on the YouTube, about when Bill Graham was paid £10,000 to come down to fight me, but you don't know about this. So I'm going to tell you that probably on my YouTube channel, just a couple of minutes. So what I want to start doing, I'm going to tell you the stories. See, other people are putting stories about Lee Duffy on, which they can put them on, but they're made up stories. People say, you were only with him for like 4.5, 5, 6 months. I said, yeah, I had the fight with him in March, and I went to jail in July. Well, March, April, May, June, July. It was 5 months I knew him. But in that 5 months, I'd had a fight, went to fight him a few times, run about all, I've done all the taxing. Like people said, Lee Duffy could have made a movie out of Lee Duffy's 1 day's antics, what he did. He did more than 1 day, most people do in a lifetime. So run about with Lee doing what we did. Me and him did that. We were the only me and him were the one people taxed together that time. No one else was taxing, just us. Nobody else did. So we've got loads of stories where somebody asked me when I first kicked the door, and I'm going to tell you that story. I've got other ones where we got money and we went places, and there's loads of funny stories as well to tell you. But these are all true, because these was me Lee in 1991, and I might have only been with him 3.5, 4 months, but I knew him 6 months. Yeah. But the thing is, the stories I'm telling you, I was with him shoulder to shoulder, with him partying and things like that. So the stuff I'm telling you is the truth. You're not made up. Like, I'm 31, yeah, he told him, Tommy told Johnny, and Johnny told Andy, and Andy told going down pub stories and made up stories, the true stories.
Are you better from Lee? Do you know, I don't think you're going on, I should wear them, but do you know what I've noticed? Why I'm still going like that to the screen? Because I've got these ones for wearing during the day, right? They're just for like long distance. And then I've got another pair for reading and watching the telly, so I think I need the other ones on. But I'll make sure I get them out for the next time.
Once you put these on,
so I'm still going like that.
When you put some, she's thought it's only Turner from London.
But my reading ones and that are upstairs, yeah. I'll get them down, so I think that will affect it. But I used to have a thing about glasses, you know. I think I'm having to twist a bit, because I used to think if I had my glasses, people probably. It's weird, that, isn't it?
Very. Don't tell anyone that. Don't tell anyone.
I've just told
everyone.
Else has
got something in there.
Right, I'll have a look now. Brian, Mr. Jobs, looks like Pamela. Oh, thank you. I don't know about that. Like, I'm just going to have a look now. Down.
Yeah,
Brian, and what we feel. Thank you for answering the question. Hello.
Yeah, crazy. Kazip, was it? Yeah, I'm feeling better today than I was yesterday. My side's still sore. It's like toothache in your side 24 hours a day, but You've got to remember, my spinal cord was crushed for 14 years. They misdiagnosed me with saying I had carpal tunnel in my hands, and it wasn't. It was the spinal cord. Now they've done it. It could take up to 3 years before it comes back properly. But I'm walking, but I'm just struggling a little bit lately. But Marty Turner's been, Peter Robbo's been helping us. And just you guys have helped us loads.
Oh, thank you. I can't pronounce your thing because I can't see it. And Keith McGuire, thanks so much. That's really, really
Cheers,
kind.
Keith.
Thank you.
Thank you, Keith. Duffy would have done Paul Sykes.
No, wouldn't have.
Duffy wouldn't have done Paul Sykes. I don't know that.
Right.
I think I know what I was saying now.
Yeah. If you could change history, what would you change?
If I could change history, what my history?
Yeah.
What would I change? I'd probably have gone for the world's strongest man because I was capable of winning it. The fight with Lee Duffy changed everything and made me up the top of the tree type of thing. I'd already had fights I'd run and beat everyone. There was only Lee left and Viv Graham. So once I'd had them two, then Garside, once I'd beat them all.
Yeah.
That was me in that game. I couldn't get out of it, you see. Once you get into that, you get dragged into it, you can't get out.
Yeah.
Jumping a bit of that thing in this.
Oh, what? Jumping a bit.
Yeah.
It's a stream jumping a bit.
Yeah, I could see it. We're moving funny. Yeah. Is everyone all right?
Yeah. Alan, is the stream still on?
Yeah, it's come smooth. I think it's a little bit slow, that's all, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still working.
Yeah.
83 people on. We're all enjoying ourselves. Come on, guys, get some ask me questions.
So you just joined. How are you feeling today, Brian?
I'm feeling that too. I'm always feeling she's never away from me, by the way. Emma, she's always 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, doing everything, cooking, cleaning, washing. My sister's coming over, my brother, my nephews, my nieces. So my dad's been coming out to the garden. I've done all the garden for us, brilliant. Makes Teddy Dicklo's garden a shame. Puts his garden to shame.
Don Mengo said, perfect night's viewing, watching you two on the tablet and the world darts in the background with the sound off. Oh, thanks, Don. You're so lovely.
It's Phil Taylor's making a comeback. I think it's like senior dart players coming back. I think he said February he's coming on, so that'd be nice to watch.
Yeah. And
get me a ticket, Phil. Me and Emma, we want to come there and see you do a 9-dart finish. I remember watching him when he was a 9-darter. And then he did another 9-dart. I said, where's this man from? He's from another planet.
Oh, I've just noticed what you said there. Is that real? What you said? Alan, knowing someone asked you what would you change about your past?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening. You must have said something nice about me.
Yeah.
I would never have lost touch with Emma was the right answer.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, babe.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Thanks, Alan, for showing me that.
And also, what else to say? Yeah, it's jumping a bit. Yeah, I think it's just this the internet we've got because we've just swapped over with the other one, so I think it's not running 100%.
Alan, could you give Plain Steve the mobile number that we use for the books and stuff, please? Because he wants to. So if you just text that number, because what it is, Plain
Can I
Steve.
just say something about books?
Yeah.
Don't try and get the Resurrection book out of Waterstones, because as you know, we went down last week, me and my wife, we spoke to the people in the shop, and we told them that Jamie Boyle's not paid. We haven't had any royalties paid to us for the books. We're not getting paid for anything. They won't give us any invoices, which is your royalties to tell you get a receipt how many books you've paid monthly. They won't give us nothing. So we're at court with them. We've been to court on the 13th. The judge is now adjourned until 3 weeks' time. We're going to force the disclosure where they have to force it. And we've got to our barrister friend and another barrister friend. We've got 3 barristers who are helping us. And for Jamie, just to let you know, there's no police being at the house. Still, Jamie, we've been waiting for 10 months because he keeps coming on his YouTube channel. I've gone to the authorities. I've gone to the such and such. We haven't done nothing wrong there. All we've asked for is what you owe us. All Marty's asked for is what you owe him. And all Terry's asked for. So why won't you give us the invoices of what you owe in the book? Why do you keep pretending there's no courts? Why do you keep coming on saying there's no courts when there is? It's crazy.
It's because I don't know why I'm doing a denial.
And Emma said, we even took the picture of the books in Waterstones. If you go on tonight, guys, just to prove him wrong, have a check of Waterstones, but the Resurrection of Brian Cocker, it's out of stock, not in stock.
Not available.
Not available, sorry. And Marty Taylor and Champs the Boys, not available and out of stock. Now, why would me and Emma, right, take our own books down if we were getting paid? We're not getting paid. So that's the reason why we took the book down, and Terry's taking his 2 books down as well when he comes back in a few days. So
yeah.
Well, we are at court. my wife's life now, we got caught with these. And then we've got 3 court cases with them. And they're just deluded, making lies up, saying we're not a court. And they keep saying me and my wife are threatening his family. And I've never been to Stokesley for over a year. Only time we had contact from Stokesley from the police, because they keep phoning up saying, Jamie Boyle's phoned up, made another allegation about you, another allegation. But every time they've looked into it, we don't even have to come out, Brian. Just forget about it. So
was Lee a womanizer? I can honestly say those times that I've seen Lee out in the years that I've seen him out.
Just with girlfriend.
I never seen him with a girlfriend or anything. He was always with the lads.
He was a man's man. He liked it. He didn't drink, Lee Duffy. He wasn't one of these people at 10 pints. He'd have half a bottle of lager. He'd drink that. And the only time we got drunk was when we went to Brian's flat. We drank a bottle of vodka between the 3 of us. We were there all night having a good laugh. We'd been to a rave. We'd been to the bar, actually. So we came back now. You used to shut about 1 o'clock, I think, in them days. Yeah. There was no big rave clubs, because in 1991, I was in jail. Lee got killed. This is another mad thing with Boyle's got somebody to say. That I was down Seaton Crow with Lee Duffy in 1991 in the Cosworth. How could I be in there in 1991 when Lee died in 1991? And I didn't get a Cosworth till 1992, because I got out of jail. We stopped the blues clubs, because they were really seedy and horrible, and people were getting assaulted, sexually assaulted women, and everything went in them horrible. So we stopped them, and we opened the proper raves where they had cameras on, and you had to join their clubs, what we owned. When we mean Don Rush had this, you'd go and you had to give ID, prove where you lived, and you were into dance music, but we had cameras up and everything, so it was safe for people to go in, toilets were clean, everything. Yeah. And we had them raves going. We did take drugs, everyone knows that, but we didn't hurt anyone. But I did not have a Cosworth in 1991 in Seaton Crew with Lee Duffy, because Lee Duffy had gone and I was in jail in 1991. It was 1992 I bought the car when I got the money off the rave clubs. I didn't have a pistol pot when I got out of jail in 91. So how could I buy a car? 20 grand car, it's impossible. So another load of lies, really. Hi
David, yeah, we will come to Harrogate. Does Brian watch Love Island? No, he doesn't. After.
Oh, we know somebody who lives in Harrogate.
I'd have to do him in if you watched Love Island.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I went there years ago. He was a pilot, the lad, RAF pilot, and he got him with a lad called Craig Howard, and he had a guest house. He used to live there, because in Harrogate you've got to go up the steps to the houses, and there was a little river there where there was a gymnasium. We went in the gym, we trained in the gym there. I scored £800. They couldn't believe it. The people at the gym were coming over, shaking me hand and everything. But yeah, it was nice, posh, quite posh Harrogate.
What was Lee Harrison like? Lee,
He was a gentleman. He was a lovely lad. What happened is we were out that day. Me and Lee made friends. Lee phoned me up. He said, "Look, why don't we pal up?" He said, "You're all the best fighter, and I'm the best fighter. Why don't we be best of friends?" He said, "The best thing to do is we could take over everything." So that's what we done. So we took over everything, and we boxed everything off. We had all the clubs. No one could fight Lee. No one could fight me. So can you imagine 2 of us together? And I'm not trying to quote this with sugar over there, sugarcoat or anything. I'm just telling you the truth. What really happened. When we went to a place like Redcar or Middlesbrough or Stockton or anywhere like that, we just got what we wanted.
And Lee Harrison.
We went to Middlesbrough. And we went into Middlesbrough, and the Havana was getting made. It was just getting done. And Teddy Dicker was on the stage, up making the stage, and Lee was fire. You always used to say that when he was on the mic. You know, this is Brian, this is Lee. He said, "You two together can run the whole everything, full kabush." And he said, "United you stand, divided you fall." And when I went to jail, Lee was killed in about 6 weeks, 6, 7, 8 weeks. When I went to jail, he was killed, sadly. But that was what it was. You know, you can't change it. But yeah, Lee was a lovely lad. He helped me any time. We've been out a few times with Lee. He set up a white Volkswagen Golf convertible. He loved his jewellery. He loved his, like, a model look. He always immaculate.
Yeah, so he was
always like really nice lad, good DJ and good lad. Really sadly missed.
Brian, who did Lee beat from Nottingham?
I don't know that a lot. I've been asked that question a few times. I don't really know many people from Nottingham, and I don't know the fight, but I know he had a fight with somebody down that way. I think that was the Gypsy fight. I think he was talking about where he fought him on the roof of the car park in Middlesbrough, and it was for £400, if I'm right. And Sean Day was there, and a few others was telling me the story, and said Lee they went up the stairs, but it's like a roof, if you know what I mean, a car park. Lee knocked him out in about 20 seconds. He got the £400. He said, well, he said, did you have the £400 to pay him if you lost? He said, no, I just knew I was going to win. So Lee never had the, so Lee just, that was typical Lee, you know.
Do you still in Middlesbrough, Brian? So is it a less violent town these days?
No, it's worse than ever. It's not. There's not as many top fighters because they're all in the nice now. You don't have a fair fight. Years ago, we'd have fights like Sir Peter Rowe. Now would go conquer wouldn't he? Wrestling, you have a fight in there with him. Just one on one with your hands. No, you'd go with your brother. Somebody else would go with their brother, and you have a fight on the beach.
There was a lot of good fights at that point, weren't there?
There was more better fighters then because
gentlemen as well, weren't there?
Well, what it was then, everyone was into training. It was all the Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff. It was Mr. Motivator. All the boxing was out. All the top fighters were out. You know, Mike Tyson. All these great fighters, Lennox Lewis, and that. There was just tons of top fighters. So people were into the sport then. And it seems to have shifted. People that are into sport as much. When I was a kid, the gyms were full. The whole gym was full of people. Everyone was friendly, you know. It was just a great place to be. But yeah, a lot of people used to be on the weights, and a lot of top fighters then. A lot more nightclubs as well then.
Well, I said she walked in the Waterstones once. He was in there, and she walked. Don't blame you.
Well done, well done. Best thing I've had tonight.
Glasgow Rangers 2, Real Madrid 1. Right, so look. Brian just shows you the strength of them. Look at your views to his. No one believes him living in fantasy land, staying your lane, you're smashing it.
100%. That's another thing, they're just the fiddle the numbers pretending they've got, look, I've got 8,500 or something on my YouTube channel. I'd love to get more people subscribing, it's free. But these others, you can tell they've got 20,000 subscribers, but they're only getting 10 comments or 15 comments, so you know they're fake. So,
did you ever have any bother with any Sunderland lads?
I've been up there to fight one called Kev Whitehead for him.
Oh, stream.
So I went to go up there to have a fight with a called Kev Whitehead once, who was supposed to be one of the best fighters. Following him up from a club called the Nightclub. Didn't want to fight me, and I went up a few times there, and he chased threatened a few people up there. I got him with most people up there.
And the friendship with you with Ernie's like,
Ernie sister would. Ernie says to everyone up there, I'm the best fighter he's ever met. And I tell everyone down there, Ernie's best fighter I've ever met. So,
and I know I've said it before, but I knew Ernie from before as well, from the clubs and stuff, and he's just a gentleman, and Brian obviously you've known for years. But when I heard you both get in touch on the phone a few months ago, it was like genuine love, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. He just said to him, he said, I love that man. He said, I tell them all, you know, big fella, that no one could have touched you in your day, not anyone could have touched you. He said you were just too good. He said you were just too good for anyone. You had everything, the strength, the size, and the intelligence. You had everything. But the thing with you, Brian, you had the heart of a lion. And to come out of that house where they all nearly killed you, I don't think anyone else could have done it, he said, but I thought, thanks, Ernie.
Sorry, did Lee have any bother in Sunderland? Don't know, do you?
No, I don't think Lee went to Sunderland. I never heard Lee Duffy being in Sunderland ever. Well, that was Ernie's patch, you know, and you started to be in a fight, you know, but Ernie wouldn't back down to no one. So
John Mango, very good question. What do you think Lee would think of all the interest in him after all these years? We think
he'd be over the moon with it,
in the right way.
Yeah, but I think like the book we did, the trophy, like, cause he wasn't like that. I can honestly say, on their life again, Lee Duffy would batter Jamie Boyle every single time he's seen him. He'd have broke his jaw, he'd have smashed him to pieces, especially for calling his kids, calling his partner, and calling his mum. Calling his mum was disgusting. And then his brother died a month after one of the books or documentaries.
Asking him to.
He was asked, please don't do anymore, Jamie. You're making stories at the bottom. That's why I pulled away. That's what the fallout was. I'd done a book called Once Upon a Time in Teesside. It was all my ideas for Lee and everything. And I give Jamie the story, and me and them got it back off Rob Brenton, who was a publisher. I went, what? Then there must have been 80% of it was just crap. Absolute Lee pinching out pound shops. Lee Duffy was battered with 8 people with crowbars to death nearly, but never made a mark on him. I said, well, how does that work out, Jamie? And then he said also that Lee Duffy was bullying people every day. When Brian was taxing the money, he just wanted to beat people up sadistically, and was like the Terminator beating everyone.
And I mean, it's become like a bit of a sick obsession now. I mean,
there's like
there's a lad from Ireland, one who filmed Terry Dicko with Jamie out in Middlesbrough when Jamie apparently outed Terry, which was totally untrue. He's got a thing called Now Then TV, right? I mean, he knows nothing about Lee. Also, what we've seen today of Berserk Mode, which is another person attached to them,
me sick.
Right? It's knocked us all sick. Carol couldn't even watch it.
Absolutely.
Right?
I've thrown up nearly.
And it's like,
how bad it is.
What they've done is they've all the pictures of Lee, they've done them with movement. And honestly, it's knocked everybody sick.
Absolutely the sickest thing he's ever done.
Like the people who love Lee, it's knocked them sick.
Yeah, the people who love Lee and the people who thought a lot about Lee.
I mean, even people,
you guys make your own mind up when you see it, but made me sick.
Lee's died, hasn't he? I
mean, I like seeing that he speak for himself. You know, so he always does books on people who've died, like all these other people he's done books on. It's disgusting. But the thing is, people are finding him out now. I mean, he keeps coming out with this rubbish like, my books are back on the shelves. Well, check. They aren't on the shelf. We took your books down, and the other books are going to get took down, and my documentary, what you owe me for, and you owe me for the audio book, and for the other book, you owe me for the Kindle. You haven't been paying me, Mr. Boyle. And as soon as I started asking him for invoices or inventories, he started being clever with me, shouting his mouth off. That's why we fell out.
Exposure TV, glad to see you. Well, Brian, with his photo.
Anytime, mate.
Right. Good morning. 2 minutes. Do you both like Palmos?
Yeah, we like the Palmos from Flames Lounge, which is in Thornby. Marvin, Chab, Baby and Imi, they're my brothers. They do the best Palmos and the best steak ones, and they do brilliant food, and they're brilliant. Do
you like the Scottish Highlands, Brian?
I love them. Absolutely love them. I think they're great.
Somebody's been... have a look. Have a look. 2 minutes. Yeah, so you're going to go back to the hospital tomorrow, aren't you, Brian?
Yeah, we're going back to the hospital tomorrow, but I've got to go on the 10th as well to see the specialist, because that was going back to see him to see what's going on. I think I'm going to need another MRI scan to make sure everything's right, because something feels wrong in my hips to me. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to give in. I'm going to keep doing what I do.
Yeah.
But we are at court with him. He calls him Matty Jenner's nickname bullshitter, the bullshitter from Stokesley. Imagine coming on and pretending you're not at court when you're at. I just don't understand that. It's just like someone said he's like an 9-year-old kid. Arguing with another 9-year-old kid. So
let me have a look on here.
But the truth will always set you free, and the truth will always come out. I mean, my dad says it all the time, my mum. Don't worry, son, the truth always comes out in the wash, and this is coming. It's coming to the end. They can't do no more now.
Nice. So
the cases are coming to an end now.
Nottingham was it one of the ones? No. Fine, I reckon Jack Regan from the Sweeney would have given you a right spank, aren't you?
Yeah, okay, Jamie.
Yeah.
We just know it is right. It's way right.
The real hardman of our breed. Right,
thank
thanks,
you,
Emma. I'm so looking forward to meeting you both. Thank you. Terry Downs used to be a handful. Did you ever know of him?
No, I've heard the name Terry Downs.
Is that a boxer?
I'm not sure if I know him.
Love to see you, and you're just a lovely couple. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to say thank you to Tony Granger the night coming around when I was feeling really down and depressed. Emma got sneaky, she got Tony Chen around, Matt there, Peter Robo around, she got Tony Granger around. He said, be like the Inquisition. Well, they've got me right now. I'm back on Bob. Felt really depressed a couple of days ago. So with help from them and spiritually from God above, who helps us all. I'm telling you all, if you pray to God, He will answer your prayers, because He answered our prayers. And you've just got to live every day as it comes. Yeah. You can't prepare for tomorrow. You can't prepare for next week, because you know what's going to happen. So just live every day and count it as a blessing. You've got another day.
Yeah, you're right. Try and get this on here.
And the world we're in at the moment, there's COVID and everything, it's gone crazy, but you've just got to try and keep your head and just keep plugged on, keep fighting, yeah. Don't give in. Just never give in. So it will end. It's got to end.
You might be top right now. Do you think you would have beat Rick back in the day?
Well, I'll tell you that. I did go to fight him in Newcastle for 20 grand. Stephen Michael Sayers arranged it. I went up there and I went on the door. I was 27-year-old. I got dropped off on my own. Went into the nightclub looking for him. shouted at his doorman. Never come off. He didn't want to know. He sent a message from one of his friends that he didn't want to fight me, and it was a bit like Lee's scenario in a way. He'd done the same with him, but
Thank you, James.
I've got loads of stories to tell, but I'll tell you now. I'm going to tell you them weekly on my podcast. It's about another 4 or 5 with Graham are good stories, what you like. There's about 5 or 6 with Lee, and there's about half a dozen of my own. So I've got about 20 stories to tell you there what I haven't been heard really.
Thank you, Freedom for the People, True Lies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.
Do you know Paul Debrick, or was he before your time?
No. Paul Debrick was a brilliant lad. He worked on the Wickers World. Fantastic. Like he said to me, he'd never seen anyone in his life as strong as me when he trained with me, because he was benching 300 pounds, I think, at the time, and I got on and did 10 reps, and he went, "What the fuck?" He said, "Sorry for swearing." And he ended up doing 600 pounds with him. He just couldn't believe he just blown him away it was. And Mark, his brother, used to come to my rave club, Mark Debrick, lovely lads.
Yeah.
Sad to see Paul go, but he really brilliant physique, brilliant person, tough lad, and a lad that would give you his word, and we'd be there for you. Really good lad. Les Overf, another great lad, brilliant physique. Probably could have been another Dorian Yates. He was that good at bodybuilding. Passed away in his sleep. Another one. Just so many friends we've lost.
Yeah, we are in contact with these children. Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 seconds. You're gonna get the feeling back in your hand. Yeah, definitely. I'm not giving up, Jamie Mull. I'm onto these specialists tomorrow, and we've got other people having, like, we've got high fens in high places, haven't we? So that we might be announcing that shortly. But yeah, that's with people that are coming in to help. So I'm determined to get these hands sorted.
Yes, Seaside Scouser, is it? You can bodybuilder being a vegan, but you'd have to take like the bodybuilding powder to substitute, because it's the protein you need to put the size on. But there's Andreas Carlin. I think he's a vegan bodybuilder from the old days in his 60s. He looks amazing still, about 67-year-old. So yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want if you put your mind to it.
Who's saying that? Never lies always get caught out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Lies. People tell lies. People make stories up. Can't remember from one day to the next what they've said, and that's how it gets caught. Because when you tell lies, if you're telling the truth, whenever somebody asks you a question, you tell the truth. Every time they ask you that question, you're always going to answer the same question if it's the truth. When it's a lie, like is, they're always mixed up, the stories.
I've known him for 10 years. I always thought he was a bit handy. Do you both get to Whitby much? Fish and chips on me if you ever pop through. Hey Chris, we're going to bring our friend Tony Turner's through next week for fish and chips. So our numbers on there, you can text if you want a book. It only takes text. So so if you text
we were there a couple of weeks ago with Marty.
We'll text you and let you know, and you can come and see Brian, can't
you? We were there a couple of weeks ago with Marty, and you wouldn't go in the graveyard with us. Yeah.
Keep your spirits up, Brian.
Yeah, thank you.
But loved both you come to Australia for a holiday. We would too.
Yes.
Never say never. We'll probably end up there.
You know what? Whether these Australian guys, I love this Opal Hunters, Jade, and I love the gold, Outback Gold. I watch that all day long, don't I?
You do.
Well, I'm sat doing nothing. And
yeah.
I love it. There's a couple of old guys, one's 76, one's like 64, and they're doing half work hard. One's called Les. They're going down these mines about 40 foot deep, and it's like it's only a little round hole they're going. I wouldn't dare go down there.
Yes, we will probably end up to see you there.
Tough as nails, them Australians, them outback workers.
Rebecca Bob, was Leo's your first door job, Brian?
My first door job was actually Leo's. Emma lived on the corner, and Leo's was like a club. It was a really popular club on the seafront. It used to be the old pier years ago, and I went down. It was 1985. I went to the door, and I got a job. I was 20-year-old, and the mods were on that week. 3,000 mods. Can you remember them? They all come to Redcar on the scooters.
Yeah.
So if you go in the middle of the Evening Gazette, the mods went to Redcar. You'll see them all. But yeah, I worked at the door there for a few years, and then I went to Fillmore's, which was the first rave pub. I worked there for a bit, and then I went to work for John Black. I worked everywhere.
Thank you, Frederick. He said, "Look how many people look at you both for inspiration." You and your guests have helped us all, Brian. You have helped a lot of people, believe me, bro. That's lovely.
You've helped us just as much as we've helped
you.
you.
You're all like family to us, really.
We are all family, and if we can help each other in this world, if you can help me and I can help you, you go to bed and you have a good feeling in your head, thinking I've helped someone there.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been nasty and horrible to people and making stories about people and lying about people and doing nasty things. It always comes back on you.
Yeah, so, Chris, definitely do that, because get in touch with us, because we're definitely going to Whitby.
Yeah, we will be, yeah.
Oh, Brian PC, thank you for that donation. That's
cheers,
lovely.
PC, mate.
Brian, did you text us on one of the Facebook pages? Because when Brian was poorly, I hadn't checked it in. There was a Brian PC game, and I didn't know if it was you, because we hadn't seen you on here for a long time. But if it was you, send another message and I'll answer it. But that's so lovely. Thank you so much.
And thanks for being you as well, mate. Thank you very much.
That's beautiful. You both give lots of love and hope. Bless you both. Oh,
100%. I think there's not enough love in the world. So much hatred. All the people are full of hatred. Just keep away from them, because they just drag you down. Keep away from people with positive attitude. They're the best people to be around. You wish someone was calling people and calling. I mean, I'll be saying about that idiot, you know what I'm on about, but he's dragging people down all over the place. Him, horrible things he's saying about people everywhere. So don't want to be like him. So just want to be positive. Get out of bed.
Seeing all these beautiful things we're getting. So now we've been invited to Cumbria now.
Oh, Cumbria! I was at Cumbria.
We'll hold you to that. Whitehaven.
Yeah, well, my mate's from there, Mark. I can't remember his second name. He was a rugby player. I was in jail with him in the jail up there in what's it called? I can't remember the name of the jail up there now.
Oh, that'll be lovely. They said you're going to call.
In Haverick. I was in Haverick up there with the lads from Whitehaven.
He said you do call into the captain's house pub dinner on Rianne Barwise if you do. Oh, that's
definitely
lovely.
Do that.
That's really lovely. Freedom for the people who watches the same series as you, Brian.
Yes. Powers of the people, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah.
Right.
Powers of the people.
Good luck for Middlesbrough, lad. Thank you.
Thank you, son.
Did Lee Duffy have a rose and dagger tattoo?
I can't remember if I'd seen that rose and dagger tattoo. I know you're a tattoo on one arm. I got this tattoo on here called Born to Raise Hell, and I got it on when I was 16. I lived in Seaton Carew, just on Seaton Lane. He lived in Middlesbrough. He came over when he was 16. I'm 6 months older than him, and he got the same tattoo off the same tattoos called Duke Webb. Because when we had the pads, we were on the pads boxing, and he had his top off, and I've got that tattoo, and I took my top off, and Craig Howardell held the pads for us. So we had the same tattoo on the same right arm, off the same tattoos in the same year. That's weird, that, isn't it?
All right, Brian PC, thank you. But so I don't blame it being on Facebook sometimes. It's a strange place, but so we haven't seen you for a while, but I'm glad you're back. Thanks. I'm looking forward to showing you around Australia. Thank you. He said the blokes who do the gold things are nuts. I know, because they put a lot on. They have to rely a lot on things.
Yeah,
sometimes
absolutely. The stuff they've got over in England, they wouldn't get away with it. They've got little elastic bands that pulling 50-ton trucks, and they've got a rope on it. I think it's going to snap, and it snaps. They're not bothered. I've seen them lose fingers, come off nails, go through them. That'll be all right. They'll just pull it out. Tough as boats they are.
Hey Chris, if you just text that number that's just been put up off Alan. If you just text and explain what the book you want and what you want writing in it, we'll get it posted out to you.
Yeah, straight away. First class delivery, mate.
Yeah, so that's where you get the signed books from.
Yeah.
I could listen to you all day. Thank you so much. Do you know what? You're all so lovely tonight.
Tell you what, I don't know what you have done today.
Lovely.
You're all doing good.
Lovely star.
We're in that same mood of all loving and that.
We watched The Wizard of Oz today.
Yeah, we did.
That made us happy.
For about the 400th time.
I used to watch it on Christmas Day.
Yeah, we did. My mum used to put it on Christmas Day.
That's
another Tony Turner. That's another great movie. You'll probably like it all.
Domenico, you've just reminded me about Philip Crawford. Right? We get the corned beef pies? No, he didn't bring them. Yeah. So Philip Crawford, if you listen, where's the corned beef pies?
Exactly.
Promised. Forgot about them, Don. Thanks for
reminding me, mate. You've been grass right up there, mate.
He was going to make his homemade pies, wasn't he?
He was, yes. He's probably ate it. he's probably eating my pie. I'm not happy about it.
Let's have a look. Right. The middle bit. Is it true they put CCTV at Leader because people get reckoning? No, it happened once.
Let me tell you, I'll tell you this stuff because I know all about it. One person smashed Lee Duffy's grave up. That was it. And the idiot again said 7 people smashed it and was posting things through his mum's door, and it's all lies made up just to try and dramatise the books to sell them. That's all he's doing. They didn't put stuff through Lee Duffy's mum's door, his gravestone, and he only smashed it up once.
Used to work the bar at Blazers back in the day. Saw Paul have a few fights in there, but was a true gent. Always had time for chat. Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, he was a great lad. You're right. He wasn't a bully or anything like that, Paul. Neither was Mark. Mark was a good lad.
Bring Melton, right? Brian Melton, you're next in football. Pretty proud of my friend. Thank you. Christy on your Facebook, yeah. I still want to see you both in Harrogate. I will definitely come and see you in Harrogate.
Oh, we'll come to Harrogate.
We will, honestly. When we do these lives, just keep reminding us. When Brian's back driving, we'll have a drive through and things.
Yeah, no, you can show us a few places.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Lovely. I've heard there's some lovely little tea rooms and stuff there, isn't there? Yeah. Because I think Dale Brendan and I went, didn't he? Hi, Brian, I'm from Dublin. When did you get that? Right, it keeps going back, doesn't it?
Yeah, all right, Sam, man. I'm feeling good, mate. Thanks very much, I'm looking well. The 20 quid will be in the post tomorrow. Yeah, I'm feeling better, mate. Just, them 3 days in a row, I felt down. A bit depressed with obviously not being at the training or anything, so just you guys are keeping us going on there.
Yeah.
The little podcast we're doing, the little days out we do with Martin Turner, we take the videos.
Yeah.
Thanks for everyone who was mentioning us and keeping us going, and keeping the channel going. We just want to help people. That's all.
Yeah. Like 2 secs. Right, hold on. Bradley Edwards. Hey, Bradley. I can't find your question. I've just seen it. Good luck, Brian, with the hospital, and keep us all informed of any use. Yeah, we will do, definitely, won't we? Bradley Edwards. No,
yes, Bradley. I'm just reading something else there.
Yeah. Just trying to get over too far. Yeah, that was a while before.
Right.
But no, not first thing down.
Yeah.
I'll have to get like a mouse or something because I'm trying to do it on the.
I can't have a mouse. Scrap, you'll be chasing all over. I've got these daft jokes, mate. Yeah. I think one of the best things about is laughter. You'd laugh and joke and makes your serotonin levels go up, which is the good chemicals in your brain. So if you laugh, Chubby Brown also says that's the best way to be happy is laugh.
Hi, Edward. Nice to hear you from North Ireland as well.
Oh, Edward, mate.
Keep at it.
Dublin, that's where I think Big Joe from Joe Egan, we did a show with him last week. Lovely man, big giant of a man. Lovely stories and some funny stories with him about when he was sparring. He sparred with Mike Tyson for 2 years. He was over America, and he was the first one who come over here to say Mike Tyson was going to be the youngest heavyweight in history, and he gave the tip to all the lads who went to Denmark with Marty Turner and them, and of them all money back then and never put the money on. He still kicks himself today after that. But yeah, Big Joe's a lovely man.
Thanks, Lee Milligan. Keep chin up that fight. Lovely place, Harrogate. I stay in Eston where their house prices are a bit cheaper. LOL. Shout to them. Yeah, our friends live in Eston, don't they? Yeah, Kerry and Tom. Yeah. Emma, did you get a cordless mouse from Home Bargains? Get a cordless mouse.
Right, I see.
Right, Alan. You didn't tell me that one.
You never told us that, AJ.
Yeah, you're slacking a bit, Alan.
You're slacking.
Material.
Yeah.
Every time I watch one of your uploads, our lives, it gives me a bounce in my step, happy and something to think about.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's all we want to know. As long as we make people happy, and people coming back with comments like that. We get about 99% comments back that are really good. We probably get 1% off the odd crazy person, but we could live with that. I like someone just said the numbers we get compared to other people. And the comments is phenomenal.
Alan's been funny, between us, when Emma told Brian I was going to do his thumbnails, Brian said that's good, ask him if he can do my toenails as well.
Oh, yeah. So Alan does all the thumbnails, for the videos and that. lot more clever than
Yeah.
me doing it. He's really good kid.
Yeah, he is.
I think he's my like little stepson, Emma's stepson now.
Yeah.
So
Help and speedy recovery. So he's been sacked, so I'm not rushing him, but we'll do another one Monday or Tuesday. And on the night time a little bit early for you all. It's just that I don't like him sat with his back for too long, you know, on his
so
chair.
give him 5 more minutes. Has anyone else
Anyone
else got to ask me any more questions? Anyone struggling out there with mental health, please go and get help. Don't suffer it in silence, because there's no use thinking that I'm a paranoid, or am I making it up? Is it this? Is it that? Just please go to the doctors and get help. And they are out there to help you. Just tell the truth. Don't be embarrassed. Whatever drugs you're taking, just tell the truth, because they can't help you if you don't tell them the truth.
I just message that number as well, because sometimes we don't always see the ones on Facebook, because sometimes it's like a message request, and we just don't get like a lot of time, do we?
No.
With you being at the hospital and stuff.
Yeah.
Don say no, we can't go offline, Don, but we're going to come back on tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah, just come back on then.
Yeah.
Speak to you then, mate.
Are you buying? Keep at it, mate. Did you know Joe? Right, so let me have a look. That's the number. Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, we know who that is. Lee Bishop. We know you are. Not Lee Bishop.
No, we know.
We know it is though.
Right. So, did you ever have a pint with Billy from Gateshead?
Big Billy Robinson, you're on about. He asked me to go back to his house one night with a party with big Stevie Hammer, lovely lad from Gateshead. My other friends up there, Jeff Brown, all them big lads can fight. Lovely kids. Big Stevie Hammer just passed away recently. Great lad. I was in jail with them all. When we used to sing on the mic, I used to do Elvis, and he used to piss himself laughing. But I used to make them all laugh. And when he was gone, Mark Steele, you know Mark, don't you? Mark Steele was actually in jail, and all he was, the good kid. We called him the Professor. And when I was going, I was getting out. They were both crying because I was getting out. Like big 19, 20 stone man stood crying because I was all making them laugh, joke, and I'm from training with them and helping them.
Yeah.
And they went down and helped them patch it back up with the missus and things like that. So I've always helped people everywhere I went in the jails. I've never been a bully.
And Don, that's totally true. Talking is the best medicine. Sitting thinking all the time doesn't help.
No, because our friend said, what if this happens, and what if that happens, and what if this happens, and what if that happens, but what if it doesn't? Think that it's not going to happen. Most of the things you think don't happen, so stop making yourself bad by going over the same old scenario. If you get up tomorrow and think the same stories as yesterday and you're bad, you're going to be bad every day, aren't you? So just try and break free from it. The church, Jesus is the best to have for me. Pray to Jesus and he'll help you.
Yeah.
He does help. You've got to believe. You really got to believe.
Right, so thank you all very, very much.
Who was the best strongest Welsh man of all time? For me, it was Sir Vickers, because he'd done that many. He was the best Welsh strongest man for me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave Galloway. Another great evening. Best of luck. Thank you very much, mate. And as of that, mate, we're going to say goodbye and good night and God bless to everyone here.
And we'll be back tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah,
but
we will.
Don't keep looking and keep in touch, because I've got your telephone number. And
we're going to give you tidbit ones where I'm doing like maybe 2 or 3 minutes on my YouTube channel for the next couple of weeks. So the really good stories, the Viv Graham one, the Lee Duffy ones.
Yeah, there's going to be some good things on.
And okay, guys.
Right,
God bless.
God bless.
Love you all.
Right, see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you.
Bye.